Francis Caputo. I'm 7 years old. Tufunde kutamani nokusambirira nokushiba kubirenga fokunshendeke nokuba custom.
Francis is one of thousands of orphans living along the shore of Lake Tanganyika. Unfortunately, the way these orphans live is difficult for us to imagine.
Orphans in this area often live with extended family members, but here families are large, so there will be a large number of children staying with parents. So for the orphans staying with their aunts and uncles and grandparents, they really don't have a person who's looking out for them. Orphans are actually the outcasts. They're rejected by their families as orphans, and they are really treated as slaves or servants in the family. Even children as young as age 4 and 5 can be required to do a great deal of physical labor. Parents are likely to spend money, if they can even afford, for their own children. They'll send their own children to school first. So the orphans really have very little chance of an education. Francis, one of the orphans we're working with now, the situation he used to be in, we've become aware of, and that is that he used to stay in another town with other family members. And every day, the people he stayed with would leave him in one room, lock the door, and just leave him there all day long with one piece of bread. And that was his life day in and day out. And thankfully now he's moved here and is staying with other family members who are caring for him. And between that, the love and care he gets there, and also being part of our school, he's really changed. And the family members that he used to stay with came and actually didn't even recognize him because there's been such a big transformation.
Since 2007, OM Lake Tanganyika has been reaching out to these young ones in obedience to Jesus' call to care for orphans. The Tanganyikan team's vision is to teach these young children about the love of Jesus and the good news of salvation while providing for their physical and emotional needs.
At the school, the children come first thing in the morning and we feed them breakfast. And that's part of our aim, which is to provide for their emotional needs, their physical needs, and their spiritual needs. So they receive breakfast, and then we teach them school all morning, and then they also have lunch before they go back home to the places where they stay. And what we find is that the first thing after breakfast is a devotion. So we'll teach them from a biblical theme like honesty or forgiveness, and then even the academic subjects that they are being taught will have to do with that theme. So the teachers are modeling biblical characteristics to them throughout the week.
The first class, currently in grade 1, has been part of the Good News School for nearly 4 years. The Lake Tanganyikan team has seen large improvements in the health and well-being of these children.
At first, when I came at this school, it was very impossible for me. It's very difficult, because I found the children misbehaving very much. Some were neglected, some were being beaten from home. So it was very difficult for me to handle them, even to control them. I started to teach them good morals and good behaviors, and now I can see the changes. When I teach them good morals, or I can be a model to them, I think that will change also their environment where they are coming from, or the community. So it can be good. So it is a privilege to me to be a teacher, and I think I'm enjoying it every time now.
Laban is the first teacher that we've had who's come from the local area. So he was actually sent to teacher training college for the year last year, and then he came back home here and has been teaching in the school. And it's really wonderful to have someone that's here from the area, the same place as the children, speaks their language, who can really be working with them. And our hope is that God will continue to raise up more workers from here in the harvest field who can come and serve the Lord in the school here with the orphans.
The ministry reaches beyond the orphan children and into the community by training teachers like Laban from the local area and equipping builders as well. Local workers are building desks and classrooms for the school. God has provided the resources for these building projects and also the opportunity to build into the lives of these men. Before work each day, they gather together for discipleship and prayer. God also provides for the school by bringing visitors from other countries.
It's really a privilege for us to receive outreach teams who come to work with the school. If people have educational background, they can come and encourage our teachers and help them with new ideas. But even for people who aren't teachers or who don't have educational expertise, they can come and do other things. They'll help with the building, help painting classrooms, teach the children new songs, or do arts and crafts activities. These children don't have people at home who are loving and caring for them, so it really means a lot for them that people come from so far away to spend time with them, and they can see that they come and they really love them.
Partners in other countries who cannot physically travel to visit the school make a big impact through their financial prayer and support. They too are very much a part of what the Lord is doing in the lives of the Good News Orphans. No matter who you are and regardless of what skill you have, God can use you to impact these precious lives here at the Good News School at Lake Tanganyika.